Hey everybody, welcome to the blog this week. Starting off, I got a few quick shout outs. First to Big Chris, the Black Big Mama Bob Vila, as I like to call her, for revamping my set a little bit for me this week. Also, one goes out to the firm Raider Fishman Grower and Chris Tobin and my cousin Trina and everybody there for checking out the blog. I must say thank you guys so much. All right, let's get it started. It's what week is it? I don't know. Oh yeah, week 5. I'm sorry. All these crappy weeks have been running together lately, people. I'm sorry. I know I'm a little bit late with the blog this week, but I've been a little stressed. I don't know if you can hear the cold that's going up inside of here, but that's been kind of holding me back. Also, school kind of kicked my butt this week. But I'll be honest with you. The main reason why I waited till so late in the week and it's almost time for our next game to come to you with this blog, I had nothing to say. I'm human too, people. And let me tell you something. Sometimes this team just knows how to suck you dry. I had nothing to say. I literally, for days on end, walked around aimlessly trying to figure out what in the heck I was going to say to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much that's why I'm walking around sick right now and got all this going on and sounding all nasally because I just don't know what to do with this team anymore. It's funny because I saw this loss coming last week. I was getting ready to do a midweek blog because there was so much going on that I felt it coming. The first thing was Mike Sellers and Clinton Portis get into an argument because CP decides he wants to call up up top during the middle of the Tampa Bay game, talking about take Mike Sellers out the game because he wasn't blocking enough for him. Didn't we just have this talk last week about Clinton Portis not having his quick first step like he used to and being able to break out for runs during the middle of the game, and now he wants to blame it on Mike Sellers? But I guess it is only fitting because he has gone through and blamed the offensive line and Jim Zorn, so I guess Mike Sellers is next in line to get blamed. Come on, CP. Step up and take responsibility for yourself. It's nobody else's fault that you have not had a 100-yard rushing game but your own, okay? The second thing, hiring a fresh pair of eyes in Sherman Lewis. Now, don't get me wrong. The man does have a Super Bowl ring. But at the same time, when you talk about a fresh pair of eyes and the guy was on his way to call bingo, look, if you have an AARP card, fresh pair of eyes just don't go into the same sense. And I'm all for equal opportunity for everybody in every age range. But at the same time, if we're going to hire a new coach, I'd rather him want your health plan and not already be on Medicare. All that said, we had a job to do in Carolina. And did we get it done? No. It started out looking really, really good. I mean, when we had the forced fumble with Carolina, then we ended up coming and scoring on the first drive. I was feeling good. I was pumped, feeling all positive. But as the game went on and then we got the safety, I'm like, okay, yeah, that looks a little bit more like our team. But once we were up 17-2, I was feeling pretty good. I was like, okay, our defense should be able to hold on to it. But the game just, it got ugly. And it got ugly really fast. I mean, that muff punt, that was a freak of nature type thing. That's not going to happen every week. But at the same time, if we get the ball back with over 8 minutes to go, we need to be able to score. But that comes down to clock management, something that we just seem to be failing on week after week. I don't understand. First with the challenge, we could all see at home that was a bad challenge. I don't get it. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but it was a bad challenge. Then with Jason Campbell out there, I think it was like 8:10 left on the clock, and they don't even get the play call in. I don't know if it was the sideline. I don't know if it was him. I don't know what it was. But for him to call that final time out, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but I'd much rather him take that 5-yard penalty and we at least still have one in the pocket. Because I don't know about you, but I don't remember the last time that we came down there and we just all of a sudden scored on the drive like that. We need that timeout in the bag to be able to stop the clock somewhere down the road besides the 2-minute warning, because we're going to need a little bit more than that. I don't know, guys. It's getting old. It's getting old. So I sit here and I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the fans this week talking about all these different things about how we don't want to be fans anymore and this fan exodus website and all this stuff. And I'm like, look, okay, you're being a little rash. You're doing too much now. Let's not forget we did have good times. And I was starting to think about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, did we have good times? But I'm like, yes. Thanks to my dad, who over the years saved some newspapers. I found a couple of interesting things. This was one. This was right after our Super Bowl. And this was in the paper back in 1992, coming through talking about could we repeat? Yeah, can you get it? Can you see it in there? Oh, Joe, how we miss you, Joe. But you know, look at this. This was good times. How about this? Look at this one. I was at Super Bowl 26. Look at this. Can you see it? So, Redskin Nation, let's not forget where we came from. Let's not forget who we are, okay? We're going through a rough patch right now, but at the same time, there are much better ways to address this situation than sitting up there and putting your loyalty on the line on eBay at that. You know what? If you want to put your loyalty up, I'll tell you this, you can kick rocks because we don't need you. Deuces, because be out. We don't need you. Anyway, we have Kansas City coming up this week, and again, I'll say it before, I know I sound like a broken record. I don't feel like giving anybody confidence, but heck, what do I know? It goes probably right in one ear and right out the other one with them. But see, this one is a little bit different. Rasheed Wallace, who now plays for the Celtics, loves the Kansas City Chiefs, which I just thought was so random because if you don't live in Kansas City, I didn't really know people could be fans of them or whatever. And he's been talking a lot of junk, and I have too right on back. So I got a lot on the line this week, okay? Not just a few dollars, but I got trash talk on the line, okay? And you know me, nobody can out trash talk me. Maybe him a little bit, but I really need this win, guys. I really, really need this win. So, please, I am begging you. I am on my hands and knees right now saying please, please, please for this win. Anyway, I got a question of the week this week. I was looking this past week, we put Devin Thomas in the game instead of Malcolm Kelly. And I kind of like what Devin Thomas had to offer. So my question to you is, who would you like to see in the game and develop? What wide receiver would you like to see? Devin Thomas or Malcolm Kelly? Email me at indiaredskinsblog@live.com. That's india@redskinsblog@live.com. Until next week, keep the faith. I know it's not easy, guys, but if we all just stick in there and we hang in there together and we don't let all these other little people keep on chomping on the outside about us, we'll be okay. But we just have to hang tough and hold strong. Until next week, which I'm hoping I can come back and have a smile on my face, Redskin Nation out.